Hi, this is Josiah Dewhirst from Team Garlic, and we're here to show off our gold build for Project and Portfolio 3. I'm on the screen right now because there is some voice acting that starts right at the beginning of our build, and I didn't want to get in the way of that. So anytime the voice acting starts, I will pause for a second and let it play out so that you have a chance to hear it through the video. Without any further ado, here we go.
Ugh, well, I'm never doing that again. Where the heck is my radio?
Alright, so our level starts out with my section here on Team Garlic. The player is tasked with getting their radio first, so I'm going to do that. And after I get the radio, I will get a narrative reason for why I'm here and why I'm in the level.
Hey, is this thing on? Answer me. Or don't, it'll make my life easier.
I'm here. Who is this?
I'm the unlucky guy who has to guide your sorry butt. Waste of a Saturday if you ask me.
So here we see the first version of Jake's plants, which can be disbanded with the grabnel. And doing that early in my area here allows you to obtain a cash collectible. So the next objective the player needs to do is enter the water filtration plant by removing this debris. So I'm going to do that now. Move it out of my way. There's also another cash collectible under these boards here. I want to collect that. And enter the facility.
Well, aren't you just a ray of sunshine? So, Mr. Guide Man, what do I do about this platform thing?
Push the button, then jump on.
So as my friendly companion said, I need to push this button and then use the moving platform to cross the gap. Getting across the gap, I can crouch underneath this wall here to grab an optional collectible. And I can also go in here to move some debris to get an optional collectible. Move these crates out of my way. In this next section, I need to use the grabnel on this plank here as sort of a makeshift ramp to get up to the other side. I can also use this plank to get an optional collectible on that ledge there. I'm going to go through this door here. I can't reach the next door until I put a hand on this hand scanner, so I need to find that hand first.
Now there's some kind of hinge thingy.
And your point is? I know you're at least smart enough to figure that one out.
So I'm going to use the grabnel on this hinge. But I can use it as a ramp to get up to the other side. That way I can open the door to the storage cabinet. And now I found the hand that I need.
Ew, it's a hand. Good lord, that's nasty.
Use the grabnel to pick it up. It might come in handy.
Alright, now I can take this hand to the hand scanner. And press E to open the door.
Access granted.
So what's this room for?
It's the first part of your mission. Find the parts and use the grabnel to put them on the machine.
So just like my friendly bass companion said, I need to find the parts to repair the machine. And each one of these parts involves an individual challenge for the player. So this first one introduces or really practices the hinge mechanic again. So I'm going to move these beams down to jump across. And grab the first part I need, which is a screen filter. So I'm going to bring the screen filter over to the machine where it goes. Put it into place. Then go find the next two pieces I need. The next piece I'm going to grab is hidden in a room filled with crates, but we have our bass companion has hacked into a camera for us to show us exactly where the pipe section is. Now, the hand scanner from earlier was my featured asset, but this camera is Roberto's featured asset. Helps the player find something that they need. So I'm going to bring this pipe section over to the machine. And install it right where it goes. Last piece I need is a circuit board for the front of the machine, and it involves using these moving platforms that I introduced earlier. Player can activate these in any order, but then just needs to use them to cross the entire gap. Once I get across the gap, I can grab the circuit board that I need and bring it over to the water filtration machine. Once I put it into place, I have all three parts, so the light turns green, and then I can press E to turn on the machine and open the door. And now I can move on to the final room of my section here.
Ugh, poo water.
Don't fall in the poo water. I don't need another scrapper dying on me.
Alright, so now I have to use a combination of the hinge platforms and the moving platform to get across this gap. So first I'm going to activate the moving platform inside this waste storage closet here. With that platform activated, I can make my way across. It's an interesting Frogger-like approach here where the player has to move the hinge beam while they're riding on the moving platform. Whoops! Well, fell in the toxic waste. There we go. Just goes to show how dangerous that is there. Alright. Made it safely across the gap. Now there are some optional platforms you can use over here to get a couple more optional collectibles. And now we're moving on.
Are we done yet?
Not even close. There's an old subway station we need you to check out. Unfortunately, the quickest route is held by hostile forces. So you'll need to go the long way.
Well, there go my plans for the evening.
So now we're heading into Alan's section of the game, which is an aeronautical research facility. There's an optional cache collectible I can grab out here by avoiding some toxic waste. And then I'm told I can open this door using the grapnel to slide this giant slab out of my way.
This gas looks toxic.
Stay low to the ground. You'll be fine. Maybe.
So I'm told that I might be fine if I crouch underneath of the gas, so that's what I'm going to do here to avoid it. I can avoid a toxic pit here and go outside to grab another cache collectible if I'd like. Nature has not been very kind to this building over the years. And I've got some more smoke to avoid, so I'm going to crouch under that as well. Got an interesting trap over here that I need to avoid. If I go into it, it'll damage me, so I don't want to do that. This is kind of the reason over the years there have been radiation, and grapnel tests have caused certain anomalies like this.
What the heck are these? They look like colorful, oily geysers.
Heck if I know. Blame the radiation on that one. Some crazy stuff.
I can't get through the door. What do I do with this computer?
Fix it, of course.
So now I need to fix this computer with the 3 correct parts. Player can find out which parts are the correct ones because they're the only ones that they're able to pick up with the grapnel. There's a fan, a circuit board, and a power terminal. There's also another optional cache collectible back here. And a spark plug. Since I've repaired the computer, I can now go through the door. Now we get to enter Roberto's section of the level, which is a power plant. Here we see his camera, featured asset again, and then we begin the entry into his section.
This place is lit.
It's really cool?
No, it's lit on fire.
So I don't want to touch any of the terrain that's on fire, or else, as you could probably guess, I'll get damaged by it. So again, Roberto's camera is pointing out some useful items, such as this physics crate that I could use to open a barricade to another optional collectible. But I'm going to keep going the way that the arrows are telling me to go. Into the next room. In this room I need to combine my knowledge of the force field platform with the physics crate pointed out by the camera in order to use it to smash a barricade that's blocking my progression. So I'm going to use it to smash this barricade here. And use the force field again to get across. I can move on through Roberto's section here. And I need to jump over this grate or else I would fall in. So I'm going to do so. Almost fell in there. Up another set of stairs. Gotta duck and jump over some pipes here. And go through the next door. Next we have another pit like the one at the entrance that is a little bit more spaced out, a little bit more of a challenge to time your jumps. Can't get across this pit here, so I'm going to have to take the long way around, thanks to this door. In this next room, there's another optional collectible I could obtain by using the camera's box to smash open another barricade. But I'm going to continue through this door that the arrow is directing me towards, and over another force field gap. In the next room, there's a barricade of physics crates, which I can either smash through with my body or use another block to do the work for me. Creating a little hole allows me to get through. Following these arrows, I know I need to crouch under the wall here to get through to the next door. This camera is telling me about another collectible across the way that I could obtain if I wanted to jump over another barricade. And then we get the final version of Roberto's pit crossing mechanic here.
Is that lava?
Huh. Lava. That's a first.
So I'm going to do my best to avoid falling in the lava here. And then we get into the final room, which is blocked by another sliding slab here that the player needs to use the grapnel on.
I think I made it. This place is like a maze.
Good. Now jump down there and check it out.
Alright, we found the subway terminal, and I just need to go in this secret passageway to it, which leads into Jake's section. So first I need to crouch under these dividers.
Is that train car sparking?
I can't see what you see. Maybe it is. Find a way to turn the power off. While you do that, I'm gonna go use the bathroom.
So with the power on, I'm not able to go to where the train car is down there, because the sparks would kill me. So I need to find another way around that, find a way to deactivate the power. So first I'm going to take a piece of debris and smash this window into the other room. And then use another piece of debris so that I can get inside the room. Knock it over a little bit, there we go. And grab some power cores, which I'll need later. But first I'm going to turn off the power to the generator.
Ah, so this is the generator. Time to test out this new hacking feature they put on the Grabnol.
Alright, with the hacking feature on the Grabnol, I'm able to turn off the power and collect another optional battery here. So just like how I got in, I'm going to get out the same way by moving a piece of Grabnol. Now you can do this either with the scrapper's body or with the Grabnol, it's up to you. With the power off, I can now get down here on the tracks that are no longer electrified, but I still need some way to move this train out of my way. To do that, I needed the power cells that I picked up earlier, or the energy cores as they're called in the menu, and then I can use the hacked Grabnol to move the car out of my way. Moving it out of my way lets me obtain a battery, and lets me get in a secret hatch that leads to the next part of the level and some underground caverns.
Whee!
In this next area here, I'm going to show off some plants that I can get rid of with the Grabnol again. And grab access to another battery. And now I can't cross this gap by jumping, so I'm going to need to use a plant to climb up and get across.
These are some strange plants.
Crap. Radiation.
Well, would you look at that? Guess I'm too far underground for the radio to work.
Alright, now I need to move some more plants with the Grabnol that are blocking my path. Going to grab an extra battery by moving some more plants out of my way. Or this one doesn't like me. Oh, there it goes. Patience is key. Gonna crouch over under this part of the cave that has caved in a bit. And I spy another battery that I can obtain. So I'm going to grab that. Now normally I wouldn't be able to walk around this large boulder, but using the Grabnol on the plants again, I can move it out of my way. In this large cavern there is a river that I can't cross just by trying to jump over by myself, and there's also a door that's held up by some plants. So I need to find the root that's holding those other plants up, which is over here by this stacked debris. So I'm going to move the debris out of my way, trigger the plant, and get rid of the door. There it goes. To cross the river, I'm going to need to jump on another one of these force field platforms, which I will do now. Then I can grab another battery. Now what's interesting here is I can't get through the final door until I find a key card for this key card scanner. So, this causes players to go back and take a look around. Don't worry, we're not crazy, we didn't put the key card across the river. You'll find it hidden over here with a faint blue glow. So I'm going to pick that up, and bring it with me. This is the key card I need for the scanner. Oh. Bring it over to the keycard scanner. Put it into place and press E to open the door.
That is one big computer.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah,
Good. Where are you at?
I'm in a room with an elevator and a large computer.
Good. Take the flash drive on the table and check to make sure the files are still on it. Then take the elevator out of there.
You got it, Mr. Guide Man.
So what's interesting here is that the player's not actually able to get to the end of our level if they have not collected 6 batteries to check the files on the flash drive. They can't access the elevator here, so I need to take the batteries over to the computer and press E to deposit them. What's also neat about Jake's featured assets here is the more batteries that the player collects in secret areas, the more lore that they get about the dystopian universe that we are in. And with that, I can ride the elevator out of here. And that is the end of our level. Thanks for sticking with us.